Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. So as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of teasers, release information and news about Season 4. And we're going to be covering everything in detail, from the new weapon, the new legend, new ranked modes, new rewards, absolutely everything you could possibly want to know. So other than that, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we are going to be covering Season 4 like crazy. There's a little secret I can't release right now, but I'll release it later on. Other than that, let's get straight into this. Now, Season 4 is called ASSIMILATIOn. And this is basically releasing on the 4th of February. I'm a little bit confused by that because it says the 4th here, but it also says the 3rd later on. So we're going to look at that a bit later. At the moment, so far, it's confirmed to be called ASSIMILATION, releasing on the 4th of February, which is the anniversary of Apex Legends. They released on the 4th last year. That's when this game kicked off. This is their first birthday anniversary year, and we're getting a whole bunch of rewards for those OG players. So basically, when you log in on the new season, you're going to get these new gun charms and birthday cake badges. But depending on when you first dropped from the drop ship, so say you came on day 1 and you dropped on day 1, you will get a more OG looking key charm or badge depending on how OG your account is. Basically, I literally did log in on day 1, so when we get those rewards, expect a video. So coming with Season 4 is obviously the new legend, and this is called Forge. He's a big brute type character, and he loves getting in your face. He's a big MMA type fighter. His story, his background essentially, is he conquered the MMA fighting scene, and he has got basically a sponsorship from Hammond Robotics, and they are putting him into the Apex games. Forge wants to see if he can dominate the Apex Legend games just as much as he did the MMA fighting scene, but we'll see how he does in here. It will be pretty cool to see, because it looks like he's a melee type character. He might have a special like Q ability where you can do a special melee attack, which I'm really interested to see, but we're going to figure out what his abilities are with all the teasers and everything coming soon. But essentially, these Hammond Robotics, they hinted that they're not sure if these are good or bad guys, but Titanfall like OG players will know, so we're going to do a whole bunch of research into that very soon. And then they also mentioned to keep an eye out for map teasers, specifically after talking about Forge. So that means that we're going to, similar to how we got the crypto teaser before, we're probably going to get some Forge teasers. And we've discovered that there's some sort of space capsule coming down really far south off the map. I tried tracking it down, and so far it's above off of the edge of the map, so it must be coming in at an angle to land on the map, or it's going to land directly below and land off of the map. We're not sure, but they basically said this introduces map changes. Essentially, they said that World's Edge is going to have some massive map changes, just like how King's Canyon did when we got the whole forest over the swampy area and we got all the new type of buildings. That entire like burnt down area just regrew. So essentially, we're going to have a similar event in World's Edge, but they said it may or may not be caused by Hammond Robotics, the sponsors of this new legend Forge. So it looks like this assimilation is a word commonly used with robotics and cyborg type characters because of this biological and technological hybrid. But essentially, I think these Hammond Robotics are going to come in and cause this whole type of robotic assimilation type map change with the environment. So now we're done with Forge. That's all we know so far, and as soon as we get any teasers on him, I will let you know. But we're moving on to the new weapon. This is the Sentinel, and we've actually had this teased pretty much from the beginning. It's on one of the, I think it's on one of the banner frames, or it's on one of the dummies in a finisher, but you can see this weapon on their back. And essentially, this is a new type of sniper rifle. Now, they said this weapon basically works on a charge mechanic system, so you're gonna have to charge it up before firing. And they really talked about how you're gonna have to think about your shots. It's not like a weapon that you can just go in willy-nilly and not really care about what's happening. You really have to think about what you're doing. And then he also mentioned that it might have alternative type of firing modes. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works. We have literally no gameplay of it yet. So again, as soon as we have information, I will let you know. Make sure to hit that notification bell. Now, moving on to ranked. It's kind of not big ranked changes, but it's minor ranked changes that feel big, that are really cool. So first of all is the rewards for Season 3 ranked. You're going to get these new map themed gun charms, similar to the gun charms you got before, but you're going to get like these icy and magma looking ones instead. And they've introduced a new tier, and this is called Master Tier. This is completely replacing the Predator. So once you reach 10,000 points, you go straight into Master Tier. And Predator Tier is now in a, well, it's always been in a league of its own, but now it's an exclusive club for the top 500 like in that ladder. So essentially this is going to be constantly changing. If you're at like level 500 just in Predator and someone beats you, they're going to overtake you, you're going to get dropped down into the new Master Tier. So you're going to have to constantly fight, and this new Predator exclusive club, it's really going to showcase the dedicated pro level players of this game. And then last but not least, something that we are all going to be looking forward to is they're doing a mid-season split for ranked. Now essentially what this means is we are going to get World's Edge in the first half of the season and King's Canyon in the second half. Now this is where I got slightly confused. It might just be a typo, but essentially in the actual screenshot it says February 3rd to March 23rd for World's Edge, but yet at the beginning it said the season's not starting until the 4th. So I'm a little bit confused by that. It might just be a typo, we'll find out. But then we're getting King's Canyon from March 24th to May 5th. This is going to be huge for everyone that's missing King's Canyon. And not only that, we'll probably have a few LTMs beforehand getting a little taster of King's Canyon, as we're getting King's Canyon LTM very, very soon, actually, in fact. And on this like World's Edge little picture, you can actually see part of World's Edge being completely destroyed, the actual capital city. So that's going to be really interesting to see what causes that. That's our first little teaser of the map change. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's pretty much everything we discovered. If you find anything else, any little clues, any tips, anything, please comment, let me know so that we can like solve this together, because this is gonna be a fun. I always love these build-up moments to the season. So yeah, other than that, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. Adios.